For decades, teacher evaluations have been synonymous with high-stakes anxiety. A clipboard in the back of the room often meant a punitive system focused on identifying failures. Consistent, effective teaching relies on a deliberate, well-supported blueprint. The T-TESS framework uses a growth-oriented system to support this instructional design. At its core is the POP cycle. POP consists of 3 stages: the pre-observation conference, the classroom observation, and the post-observation conference. This loop positions the appraiser as a collaborative partner, working alongside the teacher to improve student outcomes. Removing the tension of traditional evaluations establishes the psychological safety required for teachers to take risks and refine their craft. The process begins with the pre-observation conference. This stage occurs entirely before students enter the classroom. The teacher serves as the lesson architect, presenting their instructional blueprint to the appraiser to ensure both parties are aligned on the day's goals. They define exact lesson objectives and specific strategies. The teacher then maps the scaffolding, connecting past and future learning. They identify checks for understanding to verify mastery. Finally, they establish specific look-fors, like the effectiveness of collaborative grouping. This rigorous planning ensures the appraiser evaluates the execution of a shared strategy, rather than relying on subjective impressions. During the classroom observation, the planning documented in Domain 1 is put into practice. This live action provides concrete evidence of how the instruction functions in a real-world setting. The appraiser notes how the teacher delivers content and manages the environment. They monitor student engagement, looking for active participation. The appraiser acts as a gatherer of evidence, specifically tracking the look-fors that were agreed upon during the pre-conference. Because the observation is anchored to a shared plan, it generates objective data used to drive future professional growth. Once the lesson ends, the teacher and appraiser meet for the post-observation conference. The pair reviews the evidence together, focusing on coaching and reflection rather than simply issuing a final grade. The appraiser takes the role of a co-pilot, using the data to help set goals and refine instructional techniques. They analyze the observation data to determine if the lesson's scaffolding and assessments were effective for student learning. This analysis allows the teacher to recalculate their approach, identifying the most efficient path for future instruction. This reflective recalculation transforms isolated classroom data into compounding professional development. The valuable insights gained during the post-observation reflection feed directly into the planning phase of the next cycle. Teachers walk away from the process ready to implement evidence-based strategies in their subsequent lessons. These refined strategies lead to measurable improvements in student engagement and long-term academic success. The POP cycle functions as a continuous engine for educational excellence, repeating to cultivate professional mastery. As the school day ends, the journey toward better instruction continues into the next cycle. The T-TESS POP Cycle: plan, observe, reflect, grow, supporting teacher growth and improving student success.